All right, Fox News alert. Sources telling Fox News that the United States military has begun carrying out airstrikes on Iranian targets. This comes following Iranian attacks on cargo ships. For the latest, let's bring in Chief National Security Correspondent Jennifer Griffin. Jennifer, what do you know?
Well, Will, I just spoke to a senior U.S. official who confirmed that those airstrikes were, in fact, in response to Iran firing a one-way attack drone against a Singapore-flagged ship overnight. That ship was trying to leave the Strait of Hormuz. It was passing along the Omani coast, and it struck that cargo ship. And so this is in response for what the president has said was a breach of the MOU, the Memorandum of Understanding, and a breach of the ceasefire. We heard that there were explosions in 3 locations in Sirik, Iran. That is along the Strait of Hormuz coast. Now we have a statement from CENTCOM saying that the targets were drone and missile storage sites as well as radar installations. It's not clear whether these airstrikes will continue, but since CENTCOM has put out the statement, my past experience would suggest that the strikes are over for now, but it is a strong warning shot across the bow at Iran to get the IRGC under control and to stop firing on ships in the Strait of Hormuz. Will?
All right. That phrase, Jennifer, a warning shot across the bow of Iran. So CENTCOM's already put out this statement suggesting that drone and missile targets have been hit in Iran. The president, we know, is very dedicated to trying to see through the terms of the deal, to see through the MOU. So is it your sense then that this is simply I don't know the right analogy to use, but in response to that targeting of that cargo ship, this is basically a slap back in the face, not resuming full-on war against Iran at this stage?
I believe that's the case, Will, based on the conversations that I've had. This is to show the Iranian leadership that the U.S. military is still there in the region. We have 50,000 troops. We have 2 aircraft carrier strike groups. That the U.S. military still has the option to resume striking Iran at will. There are still areas along the coast in the Strait of Hormuz, and the IRGC keeps testing the U.S. military and the limits of this Memorandum of Understanding. And what's clear is there seems to be a breach between the political leadership who signed the MOU and the IRGC leadership. We heard yesterday that CENTCOM was planning to place one of the IRGC commanders in CENTCOM headquarters in Qatar so that they could be side by side to try and mitigate and stop this kind of activity because it's not clear whether it's sanctioned from above or whether these are isolated cells. But tonight, the U.S. military struck back at these 3 sites to send a clear message to the Iranians. I don't think either side wants to restart the war, but it shows the U.S. military can still strike at will.
And just one more, Jennifer. To your point, what remains a mystery is how coordinated even actions are under the banner of the IRGC. Even if you get the buy-in of senior leadership of the IRGC, what does that leave on the ground in terms of cells who don't buy into the prospect of peace?
Well, I think that's really the problem. Since the Iran war began, the leadership has been fragmented, and it's not clear that the hierarchy really is in control of all those lower cells, and that's really the problem going forward.
All right, thank you for that. It's breaking news. Thank you for that, Jennifer Griffin.
All right, thanks for watching. Check out my new podcast, Hanging Out with me, Sean Hannity. The big interviews, the debates you won't get anywhere else. Like and subscribe for new episodes every Tuesday and Thursday.